All right, first and foremost, all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wawakakodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to all you true, sincere brethren out there, pushing out this purified truth, cleansing this wicked, defiled kingdom with this word, and to the rest of the church who believe as well. The water to Yahweh Shai, because without him, none of this would even be possible whatsoever. All right? So what you're looking at right here, this is The Economist magazine from 1988. And this is The Economist magazine of 2018. Now what you notice here, you have the phoenix rising up out of the ashes, which goes into the New World Order. That's why it says get ready for a world currency. Now, what do you see here? The money is on fire, right? Because the economy is going to collapse. So jumping to now, it says the world in 2019. It doesn't even have a logo of anything. It's just black. Because that is a sign. Esau is showing you that we are coming to the end. All right? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is about to turn up things a whole lot. YouTube, any other avenue of receiving this truth is going to be cut off. It is going to get so bad that even if you're found with the Bible, you are going to be deemed a terrorist and thrown in a concentration camp or even killed on sight. Okay? You think it's bad in China? Just wait till all hell breaks loose. But I believe this is symbolizing either a economic collapse or an EMP attack, which could lead to an economic collapse. All right. Now, one of the main reasons why we're coming into a collapse outside of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai setting it up is because the Federal Reserve note is not real currency. Okay. If you take gold and silver, that's real currency. But let's say you took some gold and you mixed it with some fake gold. Well, guess what? You're losing value. Okay? Money is value. Okay? The money that we have today is not actually value, which is going to cause a collapse. The same thing that happened when you go back to the Roman Empire. And that's why when you go to matter of fact, let me just get that right quick. This is the book of Jeremiah 28 and verse 8. The prophets that have been before me. So the prophets who have been before me, such as Jeremiah, okay? The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. Because guess what? Just as other great nations have fell, America is coming into a fall. Modern day Babylon is going to fall. Okay? That's why, when you look at this Economist magazine of 2018, it's showing you, it says 2019. Okay, the world in 2019, then it just says black. It's nothing there. It's a void of light. Okay? Why is that? Well, if you ask me through the spirit, I believe Esau is prophesying on the left-hand side. He's showing you what's to come before it happens. Just like you had Donald Trump being predicted president in The Simpsons. You had the wall predicted before people are hearing about it today that Trump is trying to build. Okay, the opioid crisis, that was predicted before the actual crisis came to be. Because on the left-hand side, they work their magic. Okay? Everything in this world is damn near a stage. Really, it's the Lord's stage, but he's using Esau to play the producer of this world because he was given the world. So he's creating a lie. He'll have people work for him, and he'll raise them up to do his bidding, to play along with this movie. Now, seeing that George H.W. Bush had passed away, he wanted to see this New World Order come to pass, but he didn't. Now, if you look over here to the far right, this is known as the Illuminati card game. And this is their way of prophesying things on the left-hand side. Okay, so a lot of elites, a lot of Freemasons who are high-ranking, they know how to break these down, just like how we know how to break down the scriptures. Okay? Now, for an example, if you notice here, you have Donald Trump, and he's on top of the earth. More so, on top of the earth on America. Okay? Then it says judgment. Well, I believe Donald Trump is going to be the cause of a lot of judgment to come into this world. All right? You got the pale horse showing you that judgment is coming, which also goes with this card, judgment. So death is coming to the world. All right? You have the magician, and then you have the infinity logo over his head, which I get, probably through, what do you call that? Transhumanism, or really just wiping out people and using robots in general. You can have infinite life with no death. That's why Esau's trying to replace people with machine. And if you notice, he has a hand up and a hand down. That's the same symbolism you'd see with the Baphomet. All right, showing you that Satan, he runs everything in this society, whether it's through video games, through the media, through sports. All right. So nevertheless, these are just a few things that the left-hand side uses to show their prophecies coming to pass. And also things like these magazines here. All right. So it's showing you in 2018, as it says on this Bitcoin, I believe it is. It says 2018, then the money's on fire. It's showing you here in the modern day, in 2019, it's all black. So I'm trying to tell, brothers and the few sisters who watch, we are in those times. We ain't got time to be playing games, man. Okay? We have to focus as much as possible. Does that mean you can't be in your folly from time to time? Does that mean you can't watch movies? You can't do things you like to do? That's not what I'm saying. But you need to be focused and understand that at any given time, all hell can just break loose. An EMP attack can come. The economy, the economy could just collapse. All right, the economic system just collapse, come to a total drop, man. And the reason why it hasn't collapsed yet is because Esau, the so-called white man, is still investing fake money into it. But eventually, they're going to say, to hell with it. Just get rid of it. Let's just start over. But they're not going to get that far. All right. So I want to jump to the book of Job. This is Job chapter 5. And I'm going to jump down to verse 12. Because everything's in the scriptures, man. Everything you need to know is in the Bible. Job 5 and 12. He, being Yahweh, disappointeth the devices of the crafty. So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, he pretty much frustrates their devices. He puts it on delay. Esau has been wanting to do this New World Order for the longest, but the Heavenly Father hasn't allowed him to do it. The Lord is going to allow Esau to go so far with it, but he's not going to actually come to an accomplishment. Okay? When they're relaxing, when they chilling, when they think that the New World Order is about to come and be established, the Lord's going to rain missiles on this place. Okay? So going back to Job 5 and 12, he disappointed the devices of the crafty. So the Lord is the one putting things on delay, breaking down their ideas, because Esau would have been done threw people in the concentration camp. He would have been done put the chip in people. All right, but we're on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's time. but the time is running short, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. And what is that enterprise? The enterprise is going in to their new world order. They've been planning this for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, man. All right? They've been planning this for centuries. This didn't just start in 1980 or 1970. This goes back ancient time ago, man. This goes all the way back to the Tower of Babel. Okay? And just as many great nations have fell, America is coming into a total collapse. That's why it says, once again on this magazine, the world in 2019. 2019 could be it, man. Through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. That could be it. Okay? So looking at Esau and his new world order, he's put a lot of thinking into this. That's why he's compared to an eagle. An eagle has great vision. He can see things far away. So he'll make plans, and it may not get established till years down the line, but he foresees it, and then he'll eventually come to a point of accomplishing it, because he has that left hand spiritual vision, just as we have the right hand spiritual vision. But Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is not going to allow them to just chip every single person on earth. But seeing how this magazine lines up with this one, they go hand in hand. This says 2018. This says 2019. That's not far off at all, man. Showing you they've been planning this. So let's go to the book of Revelations, chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore, rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So Esau knows his time is short. He's showing you that the time is short. The only way you can't see this is if you are a complete idiot. I mean, it's right here in front of your face, man. And brothers are going to wish, when all hell break loose, that they could do more videos. You had men getting messed up because the order was given to do at least 3 videos a week. You had brothers falling out, getting mad and quitting. But when these things happen, they going to wish, oh man, I wish I could have made a video every day, man. Because it's coming. Esau is going to roll on us soon. The proof is in the pudding. And I ain't talking about Bill Cosby's pudding, man. Alright? You're looking at it. The proof is right here. Things are about to come to an end. Alright? Esau's kingdom is coming to an end. And he's trying to go hard before things come to a total collapse. Alright? And Esau, well, really Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, but Esau is the vessel being controlled by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And he's been given the power, okay, to have dominion on this earth. So really the economy not collapsing, the currency still existing the way it is because Esau is still investing his fake currency into it. But he's going to withdraw everything and just let it collapse, man, and just totally start over, which will lead to the mark of the beast. All right? Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and the kingdom of heaven dwells within us. All right? So really, we should be rejoicing. Okay? But at the same time, this is Esau's kingdom. So on the other hand, Esau should be rejoicing because he's about to have his way with a lot of you 2/3, man. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. Esau, such a devil, he's not only affecting things on the land, even fish and whales and sharks are suffering because this devil knows his time is short, trying to search out things. All right? And of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is telling you, Esau's pissed off, man. All right? He is handsomely wicked. He's desperately evil, man. He has a lot of passion when it comes to showing his hatred towards you Israelites. And he's going to show it soon, man. Time is running short. So let's play this video Now, before I play this video on YouTube, focus on this magazine here where everything is black in the background and it says the world in 2019. Now, I believe that could either be one or a few things or all, you know. I believe that it could be an EMP attack is coming, all right? It could mean that the economic collapse could come. It could mean evil's coming. All three, you know, all the above, who knows? But the time is short, okay? But I'm going to play this video on YouTube to go in more detail of what a EMP attack is, okay?
Newt Gingrich. Asked during the debate to name the security threats that worry him, Newt Gingrich lays out three scenarios: a weapon of mass destruction in an American city, a cyber attack, and something many have never heard of.
Electromagnetic pulse attack, which would literally destroy the country's capacity to function.
An electromagnetic pulse attack, or EMP. It's been the stuff of fiction on the Fox show 24.
It's an EMP!
But it's also a real threat, experts say, and it likely wouldn't look like that. An EMP attack, they say, is an intense burst of electromagnetic radiation. It can be triggered by detonating a nuclear weapon at high altitude, a weapon that could be launched by a rogue nation or a terrorist group with access to it. Detonated low to the ground, atomic weapons have a devastating physical shock. But detonated miles up in the atmosphere, experts say, the main impact is electrical.
Now, if you notice the EMP attack that they're showing here digitally, it started from the very center, it started from the very center of America, all right? When you look in the very center of America, that's where I dwell, okay? Here in Kansas, we're the very middle state of all states here in Babylon. Okay, you can't get any deeper in Babylon than coming here to Kansas, okay, so to speak. So if they shot off an EMP attack, it would start here in Kansas and it would work its way out, okay?
Energy that doesn't kill people but spreads like lightning, striking any electrical grid or circuitry, feeding into them, burning them out. Whole cities could go dark. Security analyst James Carafano has written about EMP attacks. In one single event, what could be disabled?
If you had a large-scale EMP event in the United States, everything would be disabled, because even things that weren't knocked out, let's say your car, which might be okay, but the electrical grid's going to be gone. There's going to be no way to do traffic lights. There's going to be no way to land ships. There's no way to get fuel to the gas stations to refuel your car. And if you got them there, the gas pumps wouldn't work.
Think of this.
So he's saying there may be a possibility of cars still working, but that is why they're trying to make a lot of these cars more digital, to where you have, instead of a key, you have a push start button. Instead of using gasoline, you charge it with electricity. So they're finding ways to go around certain vehicles not being affected by the EMP attack. But even with certain vehicles still working, you're going to have these streets surrounded with militia to where you can't just drive around freely anyway. Once that happens, you know it's you think you ain't free now, just wait. Okay?
Fictional attack in the movie Ocean's 11. We demonstrated electromagnetic interference on a much smaller, less threatening scale at the University of Maryland, showing how magnetic fields from some electronic devices often interfere with other devices. You hear this ringing behind me? We're showing you what electromagnetic interference is. Say this television is a car. The car's function is rolling along normally. Here's a cell phone ringing. When it gets close to that, you can see how the audio of the television signal changes. Hear the interference. That's essentially, it's interfering with the car's function. But with a large-scale EMP attack, experts say, computers would fail, telecommunications cut off, bank accounts inaccessible. They say that's because the transformers that power many electrical grids take a long time to manufacture and transport. And with transportation knocked out by the attack, that prolongs the isolation. Brian Todd, CNN, Washington.
All right, so with seeing that, let's go back to this. An EMP attack could be possible. Now, that video was posted back in 2011. So there could easily be, or we could easily have the capability of even cars being shut down. Because here in 2018, through time, these scientists and these creators who come up with certain ideas, things get more technical over time. So they may have already figured out a possible way to shut down everything. Who knows? And, rumors are saying that Russia, they have the technology to do so if they wanted to. All right. But this is the book of Amos 5:18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. This isn't speaking of the elect. This is speaking of you so-called Christians, you people out there who claim to love God and so-called Jesus. Okay, this is speaking about you. You desire to see that day, thinking a rapture is going to come and everything's going to be peaceful for you. Okay? Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? So what benefit is it for you to want to see the end come, seeing that when that day comes, that's your destruction? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. So it's going to be a lot of darkness, just like you see here in this background, and not light. All right? Which goes into all the destruction that's coming, which goes into the hell, which goes into this truth being removed from the streets, which can go into the EMP attack. Okay? Verse 19. If a man did flee from a lion, so you got away from the lion, and a bear met him, so after you escaped the lion, you're faced with a bear, or went into the house and leaned his head on the wall and a serpent bit him. So you escaped the bear, you made it all the way to the house. Now you thinking you can chill, you're relaxing, you're out of breath. You leaning over on the wall, then you get bit by a serpent. There ain't gonna be no breaks for you. Okay? Verse 20. Shall not the day of the Lord Yahweh be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? And Esau's showing you. Okay? This isn't gonna be a beautiful time, man. The world in 2019 could possibly be when all this starts. Who knows, man? But I'm just bringing out the clues here. I'm not telling you all hell's going to break loose in 2019. But what I'm telling you is it is very possible that all hell can break loose in 2019. All right? You want to live every day of your life assuming that at any moment, any day, all this can just stop anyway. It shouldn't be in your mind that, well, it hasn't happened yet, so until then, I'm just going to, BS around and I'll get to it when I can. If that's your attitude, when the thief shows up, you're going to be caught unaware. And Lord willing, I could do a video on that. All right? So it's going to be a dark day, man. All right? You're not going to be able to go to the store and spend money. And I believe after the EMP attack happens, everything will eventually be shut back on because the new currency is going to be the RFID chip. I believe through an EMP attack is also like a way of things being reset. Whether it's from Russia, whether it's from somewhere, maybe someone from NATO or something, who knows, man. But an EMP attack is going to come. Through the Spirit, I believe that. Okay? So I want to jump to the book of Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel 7:3. Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send mine anger upon thee. So just like this magazine is showing, the world in 2019, you see nothing. That could be the end. The end of a old age, man. Okay? Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thine abominations. So when all hell breaks loose, just know that it is a letter from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai saying to hell with you. All right? And if you're not of his elect, you don't have a chance in hell. Literally, because this is hell. And mine eyes shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abominations shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. Okay? So when these things happen, you're going to know the Lord ain't playing, man. You're going to see the Lord as an austere and a fierce power. Verse 5. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, an evil and only evil beholders come. An end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come. So we're coming into the end. That's what you're seeing. That's what Esau is trying to show you. The end is coming, man. All right? Verse 19. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in that day of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity. So you have a lot of doomsday preppers trying to get these bug out kits, as they call it. And it's spiritual that they call it a bug out kit, because these people are about to be bugging the hell out, man. But if you're dependent on money, if you're dependent on gold and silver or the Bitcoin, okay, all of that is going to fail you, man. Because you're going to find out that eventually you're either going to have to take the RFID chip or you're going to have to die, okay? Or you'll be out on the run somewhere, okay, till them chariots come. But either way it goes, gold and silver is not going to be your refuge. Money's not going to be your refuge. Esau is trying to get this New World Order started, all right? And seeing that one of Satan's minions, Bush, had passed away, Bush really wanted to see this New World Order happen before he died. So you better believe those who are on Satan's corner or in Satan's corner, they're trying to speed up the process, seeing that a lot of these men are becoming up in age. So they're trying to hurry up and get everybody microchipped, man. They're trying to get you chipped. They're trying to just totally destroy the currency, totally destroy debit card, credit card, and make everything the mark of the beast. That's where we're headed. Okay? We're in the time of judgment. We're coming into some dark times, spiritually and literally, man. Okay? I don't know if you've ever been out in certain areas where there's no street lights, but it's totally dark. So imagine when that EMP attack comes. It's going to be totally dark on the streets at night. Okay? Let's jump to 2nd Esdras. Second Esdras 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Why? Because Esau knows his time is short. Okay? Destruction's about to come. Evil is coming. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. So race wars are going to happen. In the midst of all this, you're going to see race wars in the streets, man. All right? Verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So it don't matter if you are successful now, you someone like 50 Cent or Jay-Z, or you someone like Bill Gates. In that day, everyone is going to be looked at as the same. Everyone is going to be on the level of a Bummite, because they're going to totally collapse this thing. And all of you so-called millionaires and billionaires out there, some of you aren't a part of the plan. A lot of you thinking, you know, you're going to be a part of this and you can escape with the elites. No. A lot of y'all aren't a part of the plan. They're going to forsake you, and you're going to be left out here along with everyone else who are looked at as average and everyday people. And you're going to be put to death. All right? You're going to be begging and pleading for mercy, and people are going to remember you for your arrogance when you were doing good and you didn't want to help people. They're going to be putting you to death, man. So it don't matter if you're great or if you're poor. In that day, there's going to be a lot of division in the streets, man. All right? Verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, because you're going to have cities blocked off during the time of martial law. Okay? And during the time of martial law, all bets are off if you're trying to play that sovereign citizenship BS, man. You're going to get mauled down. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Showing you that the Lord is behind all this. Because One of the things the Lord truly hates is a proud person. Whether you rich or poor, the Lord hates pride. So a lot of these things are going to come upon Babylon and other parts of the world because of the pride that is on people today. Verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So we're coming into a time of great tribulation. Okay, your best friend who you thought was your best friend is going to be your worst enemy. Your best friend is going to try to kill. When I say you, okay, I'm speaking to you people out there who ain't right. The elect are going to be protected. The elect are going to have the discernment, okay, and the Lord will direct their path. But for you people out there who are without, your so-called best friend, all right, he's going to try to kill you or really murder you. He's going to try to rape your wife. He's going to try to rape your children. He's going to eat them, okay? I mean, it sounds crazy, but this is what to expect in these times to come. Because just as it says, the world in 2019, a black background, nothing but darkness, okay? Because they're trying to end this current system, man. They're trying to bring in this new world order, which means what? Salvation is nearer than what we believe, according to Romans 13 and 11. Okay? So since salvation is nearer than what we believe, you think the end is close, but guess what? It's closer than what you really thinking, man. Because in your mind, you might have it to where it couldn't be 2018 because it's almost over. It couldn't be 2019 because it just seems too close. No, the end is nearer than what you think. Okay, and it will come upon you like a thief. That's why the Lord is showing you through prophecy, showing you through signs that his spirit is on the earth, man. Okay, and when the brother sent me the text message that he had saw an angel, okay, I was amazed by it. It's just signs showing you, hey, this is it. Okay, next year could be the end. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Kahala Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.